There's no deeper love than the love that's in your eyes. Nothing like the morning when I lay down by your side. To know a love so deeply beyond all pale disguise. Well, it makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. It makes me like a mountain, makes me like a mountain. Makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. It makes me like a mountain, makes me like a mountain. Makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. There's no stronger bond than the blood that ties our name. Shelter from the winds of change and time's eternal rains. To know a love so deeply beyond all pale disguise. Well, it makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. It makes me like a mountain, makes me like a mountain. Makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. It makes me like a mountain, makes me like a mountain. Makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. It makes me like a mountain, makes me like a mountain. Makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. It makes me like a mountain, makes me like a mountain. Makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. It makes me like a mountain, makes me like a mountain. Makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. It makes me like a mountain, makes me like a mountain. Makes me like a mountain, strong and satisfied. Thanks very much. That was one that I wrote for my daughter, Rosa. She's only 6 years old. I always say that having a 6-year-old is like having a blender that doesn't have a lid on the top. And I wrote that one when she was just a little baby. I made it on an album of songs, which I made with my good friend Heidi Talbot. She's a fantastic Irish singer. Check out her stuff, she's great. And I wrote that with her for a project that we did together called Arcade. And as I say, Rosa was just a little baby at that point. Now Rosa's 6 and I'm still writing songs about her. And this next song is one that I wrote for her, again, when she was maybe a little bit older. I guess she was about 2 at the time. And I wrote this next one about those kind of early mornings that you experience as a parent. And a lot of the time when they're little like that, you're in your own little world. And it was an interesting time when I had Rosa and she was a little girl because it was COVID. So I felt like when COVID happened, it almost felt like everyone came to us as parents, because as a parent in many ways you're limited. You're geographically limited and you're limited in terms of your time. There's constraints on all that stuff. And so this song is about that kind of feeling, that feeling of being things being very contained, you know. If you're enjoying this show, join me in my club. It's only $1.50 a month and it helps me keep making content like this. All you need to do is click the link in the description. It's the small pleasures, fever in the morning time, take you to the garden, hang it on the old clothesline. Here comes the sunrise, waiting on the rooster crow. There goes the night time, watch another TV show. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. Baby's in the cradle, look at how the flowers grow. I can hear your voice now, listen to the radio. Living is lonely, loving is light and free, leaving is dying. Baby, you're a rock like me. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. Junie's on the railroad, she doesn't ever come round here. Boy, you better lay low, save it for another year. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. If you ever needed me, I would give it all to you. Thanks very much, everyone. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you guys being here. If you would like to support me, I don't know if you guys know about this, but Spotify Music don't really pay me anything. Apple Music don't really pay me anything, and I get that you're already paying your, $8 to $10 a month on that, and so, I'm not asking for it for free. But if you do want to support me at the low cost of $1.50 a month, I'll give you access to a community of creative athletes, 320 of us, and we're focusing on creative goals. We're focusing on what matters, and there's hours and hours of content, documentaries, Q&As, and all you need to do is just click the top comment or click the link in the description and join us. This next song I wrote when my dad was losing his battle to cancer, and it's one of those songs that just kind of came from nowhere. I didn't have a sense like I was making it happen or anything like that. It just kind of came to me. And sometimes as a writer, the best songs are like that. They just come to visit, and you're a host and you let them come through, and this was one like that. This one's called Oh My God. I was 4. First I heard a man could leave and not return without a warning. Saw the signs, read the lines between the pages of the papers in the morning. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna die when I get old, and I'm not ready. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna die when I get old, and I'm not ready. 21, given armor and a gun and sent away to man the trenches. bullets fly. Heard a cry as I awoke and started coming to my senses. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna die when I get old and I'm not ready. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna die when I get old and I'm not ready. I was 4. First I heard a man could leave and not return without a warning. Mama said, one day Ben will be a long and restful sleep that brings no morning. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna die when I get old and I'm not ready. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna die when I get old and I'm not ready. Well, thanks everyone. I hope you're enjoying these songs so far. And a wee reminder, if you'd like to join my club, all you need to do is click the top comment or click the link in the description and come and join us in the club. I'm going to sing you next a song that I wrote for my daughter again. And this is one that I wrote for my 5th album, which is called Hope Park. And I made the whole record, funny enough, it's snowing today. I made the whole record around the time in COVID, in the lockdowns when it was snowing. As someone who'd done a lot of traveling, all I really did in COVID times was just walked around my little town where I live, and specifically the little sub area of my one wee particular place where I reside, which is the Meadows in Edinburgh. And the Meadows used to be called Hope Park, and I did a lot of exploring around the time COVID was happening, and I really enjoyed that time. I really enjoyed being able to pause and just take a little moment and reflect on what matters and reflect on the solidity that that particular part of town has given me over the years. As someone who came from a kind of chaotic background, I found a very peaceful home, and I created that from the age of 15 really. When I left home, I left a little seaside town called Portobello and I moved to the Meadows where I live now. And so it's been a really brilliant place for me to find myself and be the person that I am. And so I wrote the whole record, Hope Park, in a way as a little bit of a love letter to the Meadows. This song in particular is for my little girl, Rosa. And I guess it ties in the sense that I'm saying to her, I'd follow her anywhere. And that's the strange thing, once you have a kid, it's like your heart is outside of your body and it's just walking around in the world and you're hoping it stays safe. The song's a bit about that. Oh, my love's a rebel, she moves with the wind. She comes like the winter, she goes like the spring. She runs through this world, she's the rain to the sea. And I'd follow her anywhere she wants to be. Her colours are clear as the church bell that chimes. She carries no money to pay for her crimes. and she laughs like she sees something no one else sees. I'd follow her anywhere she wants to be. And heaven hopes no one will cover her wings. God help the hand that tries pulling her strings. And long may she ramble light-footed and free. I'd follow her anywhere she wants to be. A heart like a fire and a mind like a wheel, a spirit to steer any way that she feels. Over the mountains and under the sea, I'd follow her anywhere she wants to be. Over the mountains and under the sea, I'd follow her anywhere she wants to be. I'd follow her anywhere she wants to be. So about 6 months ago I made an album of songs for my dad. He passed back in 2012 and I wanted to capture all those amazing songs that I remember as a kid that kind of made me want to be a songwriter. My dad was a cabinet maker. He was pretty socially inept, to be honest, but he loved cars and he loved dogs and he loved albums, and so he wasn't a big talker. But one of my favourite memories of my dad is just driving with him and his hands on the wheel and him strong and silent driving and listening to all these amazing old songs from the 60s and the 70s, the kind of classic songwriters. And this is a song by one of my dad's favourites, a brilliant songwriter from America called Jackson C. Frank, who didn't have a ton of success in his life, although critically he was always renowned by many of the great artists that you would know. And this is one of his songs. It's called Blues Runs the Game. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain, wherever I've come from, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I've come from, the blues, they're all the same. When I'm not drinking, baby, you're on my mind. When I'm not sleeping, honey, when I ain't sleeping, babe, when I'm not sleeping, you know you'll find me crying. Try another city, baby, another town. Me and room service, honey, me and room service, babe, me and room service, and the blues come following down. Maybe tomorrow, honey, someplace down the line, I'll wake up older, oh, so much older, baby. I'll wake up older and I'll just stop all my trying. Living is a gamble, baby, loving's much the same. Wherever I've come from, wherever I've been ways down the line. I'll wake up older, oh, so much older, darling. I'll wake up older, and I'll just stop all my trying. Catch a boat to England or maybe to Spain, wherever I've come from, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I've come from. The blues, they run the If you guys are enjoying this concert, I'd really appreciate if you join my club. There are 320 of us in there, and it's a positive community on the internet of people who care about creativity, people who care about art, people who believe the world can be a better place through the lens of creativity, through the lens of collaboration and community. If that sounds like your kind of place, and you've got a spare $1.50 a month, and you want hours and hours of content, group coaching and much, much more, just click the link in the top comment and come and join me in the club. My opinion is that most of the issues in the world, most of the problems in the world come from people wanting to own more than they need to. People wanting to own more than they can hold in their two hands, and forgetting that we're all just here for 100 years max. And in that time, everything's borrowed. You don't own land, the land owns you. I've been very fortunate in my life to find a home in creativity while the world around me changes, people around me change, and situations constantly are in flux, such as life. Though creativity has given me a kind of a home. This next song is a song I wrote about that because I don't feel I own anything other than my will and my ability to be creative. And so this song's about that. And it's called She Belongs to Me. She's traveled all the wide world over. She sailed the 7 seas. She takes no souvenirs to show you. She belongs to me. In lonely songs of desolation, and some are wild and free. She sparkles clearly as a diamond. She belongs to me. She belongs to me. She belongs to me. She sparkles clearly as a diamond. She belongs to me. And when I hear the summer laughing, turn around and she'll be there, with colored patches on her jacket and flowers in her hair. And her breath is like a whisper on an endless sea. We go walking through the winter. She belongs to me. She belongs to me. She belongs to me. We go walking through the winter. She belongs to me. She belongs to me. She belongs to me. We go walking through the winter. she belongs to me. Thanks very much for listening, everyone. I appreciate you guys spending this time with me. I'm going to sing next for you a song that I wrote about waking up in the morning and looking out there and thinking, what's going on in the world right now? Are we being pushed more and more to believe that we need more to be happy when actually maybe we need less? This one's called Mysterious Ways. Well, some days I feel like I can't understand all the evil and greed that I see all around. I watch from the window, an eye on it all, wondering where there is love to be found. And in every moment our choice plays its part, and for every grace is a price we must pay. Where we stand in the light, or we hide in the dark, and the devil, he works in mysterious ways. And mother of mountains, she lays herself bare, and her orphans all scream as they breathe in the air. When the rivers run dry and the forests fall flat, there's nowhere to go and there's no turning back. A teenager slave to a flashing blue screen, a singular cog in a broken machine. Well, it brightens the night time and it darkens the days. And the devil, he works in mysterious ways. As a master of fate, as a victim of chance, as an all that is left when you come to the last, as temptation's wheels spin and weave in a trance, as an infinite future, as a singular past, and what I thought was success I now see as failure. What I thought was failure I see as success. For the man who's been working his whole life for nothing, well, he thinks he needs more when he really needs less. If every seed has potential to grow, and all manifested is grown to decay, well, you get what you've got and you reap what you sow. And the devil, he works in mysterious ways. Appreciate you watching this film. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to play one more song for you. Once again, I'd really appreciate if you have loved this little concert, join us in the club and you can get access to hours and hours of content and group coaching and the WhatsApp group and all that good stuff. And it really helps me keep doing this, so appreciate it. I'm going to play a song next, which is a beautiful old song, which was written by June Carter for her husband, Johnny Cash, and it's called Ring of Fire. Take care out there, look after each other, and I hope to see you in the club. And if not, I'll see you soon. a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. Oh, love is burning thin, and it makes a fiery ring. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire, and it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire, that ring of fire, that ring of fire. Thanks very much everyone for tuning in. A wee reminder, we'd love to have you in my club. It's only $1.50 a month, and we've got hours and hours of content in there. There's 320 of us in there right now, and we would love to see you in there. So if you fancy joining and supporting me, click the link in the top comment or in the description, and have a fantastic rest of your day, everyone. Cheers.